Shreveport to Nashville. Meanwhile, Minnesota basking in sunshine. That's about to change. What time will it rain in Chicago? We'll fast forward and give you the forecast for the central U.S. next on the Weathercast. Weather. It's always changing. And like life, with change comes growth. Whether it's the morning commute, dressing the kids for school, or how to plan your weekend, the weather plays a significant role in our lives every day. Now, with Dish Network and the Weathercast, you get the tools and information you need to get the weather how you want it, when you want it. It's time for a change. It's time for growth. It's time for the Weathercast. Now, your North Central regional forecast. Hi everybody, Paul Douglas for the Weathercast, admiring another beautiful day across the upper Midwest. It just does not get any nicer than this. Soak it up. If you live in the Twin Cities, Green Bay, change is on the way. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to look at the satellite image. Look at this swirl moving in from the south, already producing some rough thunderstorms central and southern plain states, and that shield of moisture moving north. Where the clouds and showers and thunderstorms are taking place, temperatures 20 degrees cooler than where the sun is out. 80 right now in the Twin Cities, still relatively mild in Chicago, Green Bay, kind of a mixed up weather map. It gets warmer the farther north you go. A slight threat of isolated severe thunderstorms later today, parts of Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma under the gun again. Fairly quiet over the upper Midwest. We do have some flood watches in effect. Parts of Missouri, Kansas City area under a watch. We have some warnings in effect, flood warnings, just to the south and east of Kansas City. Here's that swirl. Look at all this tropical moisture pushing northward. Chicago, you are just a few hours away from rain. Nothing severe, but I think it's going to be a white-knuckle commute for the drive home later on today. Let's check out weather right now all across the great state of Minnesota. The sun is out, Lake Mille Lacs, Lake Minnetonka. No complaints, University of Minnesota campus, and St. Paul, just a few high clouds dimming the sun. The old Sears Tower, now it's the Willis Tower. And it's clouding up. Sorry, wish I had some better news for the Windy City. What time will the rain arrive? High resolution, 3-kilometer model, indicating some showers by the dinner hour. If you can sneak off, try to get home earlier, you'll thank yourself. And it's going to be right for more heavy showers and thunderstorms right through the weekend, a very tropical southerly flow. Again, this is a warm frontal boundary creeping to the north. Best chance of showers and thunderstorms, Twin Cities to Chicago. So how much rain? Well, I think you can hold off watering the lawn here for the next couple of days. Heaviest rainfall amounts, parts of Missouri and Iowa, maybe an inch or two of rain. Notice how the winds pick up from the east to southeast out ahead of that storm system. But the roughest storms passing off well to the south. We'll keep an eye on the weather for you right here on the Weathercast. Now with South Central weather, David Neal.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist David Neal. Thank you for joining us here on Weathercast today. We start out with a look of our visible satellite imagery. This is already telling this story, folks. Watch as the sun comes up this morning. Big low-pressure center that is swirling here across the upper Midwest. Storms have been moving through Dallas throughout much of the day today, and they'll continue to do so. Some of the heavy ones now approaching Mississippi, and you can actually see the shadow on the other side. This is a visible satellite image, and so these storms are moving pretty rapidly. There is a severe thunderstorm watch off to the east. We have strong thunderstorms across the rest of the region, too. And a quick look underneath these clouds. We'll go to our Fort Smith live camera here, looking to the west to show you these are large storms. They're going to hang around for the rest of the afternoon, and they will certainly be with us all the way through the rest of the afternoon as well. Let's take a look at the live Doppler radar. This is Viper showing us 4 local radars. Next-rad radar sites across the southeast and the south central United States. Shreveport live. Look at these thunderstorms coming in. They're just moving across the Dallas metro area. So that's a trend that will continue throughout the remainder of this afternoon. Those thunderstorms quite large too, and we're seeing quite a bit of activity just off to the north of I-40, in between 40 and actually 20 here. 20 coming into Dallas, and then 30 just off to the north. So these are big thunderstorms. thunderstorms. They may produce tornadoes through the day today. Certainly something we'll have to keep our eyes on, and we'll be doing it here on WeatherCast through the entire afternoon. You want to make sure you check in with us off and on, and we will certainly keep you updated. All this goes over to a second set of thunderstorms just off to the east throughout eastern Texas, and a few off to the north in Denton and Sherman that we'll be looking at here too. Look, as we run around the south side of Dallas, these are big thunderstorms here coming out 35 and 45 to the south and 49 just off to the east of the city. We'll watch for development here. Look at that little curvature. That's something that we look at when we look at the radar signature to see if we have inflow going on within a storm, and certainly we do. 635, that's southern part of the route. Certainly you've got to add a little bit of extra driving time there, but we're going to keep you up to date on that and informed. Some of the bigger storms that we're moving off to the east here along Highway 271 and just along U.S. Highway 80 and northward. Those seem to have calmed down. But we just have to keep our eyes here with sunshine during the day today. We're only going to get bigger thunderstorms. Stay tuned. More ahead.
Paul Douglas from the Storm Center here at the WeatherCast. We have some state-of-the-art technology, a new way to present not only the meat and potatoes daily forecast, but when weather turns severe, we can fire up some state-of-the-art technology from Barron Services, specifically their Viper system, nothing like it on the planet. We have a tornado warning in effect northwestern Freestone County and also central Navarro County for the Dallas-Fort Worth area till 6 o'clock, right off Interstate 45. That's where the action is right now. And again, we're seeing shear markers showing up